What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Quinn here from Crowns and Buckets, and today I'm going to give you guys 5 takeaways for the Sacramento Kings season so far. Wow, I can't believe it, man. We're actually over 500 for the first time since the 2018-2019 season. Yeah, I know that was 2 years ago, but nonetheless, that seemed like a long time ago to me. Yeah, we have a winning record. We're actually above 500. Takeaway number 1, Luke Walton deserves more credit. I mean, yes, I was one of the people who wasn't so in favor of him remaining as a coach just as early as this season, along with the fact that I still don't like him as much as I like Dave Yeager, and I definitely disagree with Luke more than I ever disagreed with Dave, but that doesn't take away the fact that we need to give this man some credit. Just about any front office would probably be demanding Marvin Bagley to get more minutes, but I really like Marvin Bagley. I've always been defending him. I have never acknowledged that he would have been a better pick than Luka Doncic, but I still really admire his game and see a lot of potential in him, but somebody has to be out and when it's crunch time or when the game's really close. As you can only have 5 players on the court at once, somebody's got to be out, and I agree that Bagley should be the man out. And Luke Walton is not afraid to just play who he thinks is going to help us the most, regardless of what other people want. So props to you, Luke, for that. Takeaway number 2, Kyle Guy might just be something after all. In June of 2019, the 3 guys who I wanted the Kings to take in the second round the most were Kyle Guy, Taco Fall, and Justin Wright Foreman. And Kyle Guy was the only one of those 3 who actually did end up on the Kings. And after the little amount of playing time he got last year, I wasn't really impressed. I thought he was just too small to play shooting guard, and he doesn't really have the ability to play point guard, but he's proved me wrong so far. I mean, he doesn't deserve to be playing more than Corey Joseph at the point guard. Or Kyle Guy, I mean, yeah, he might be better off as a shooting guard, but he can actually handle the ball pretty well. And the biggest asset about Kyle Guy's game is he just really knows how to put the ball in the basket. He's just such a natural scorer to a point where he can still find ways to score regardless of his height. You know, as Luke Walton has given him some chances every now and then, he's actually done pretty well, and who knows, maybe he can actually do something with his career as a Sacramento King. Takeaway number 3, Harrison Barnes is no longer overpaid. In 2019, when the Kings gave Harrison Barnes that lucrative offer deal, a lot of teams trashed us and they criticized the Kings over the fact that they overpaid Harrison Barnes this much money. But with how well and how consistent he's played so far this season, I'll go as far as saying that Harrison Barnes is not overpaid anymore, and he is a huge reason of why the Kings have a winning record at the time as I'm recording this video. Number 4, not only was Tyrese Haliburton the biggest steal of the 2020 NBA draft, he is De'Aaron Fox's long-term sidekick in the backcourt. Yes, we have our backcourt of the future set. I'm not saying Buddy Hield can't stay here long-term. The trio of Fox, Haliburton, Hield has worked out pretty well so far, and statistic-wise, they're the 3rd best lineup that has played together so far this season in the entire NBA. But we found our long-term sidekick for De'Aaron Fox and Tyrese Haliburton. Number 5, the last takeaway is that the Kings' number 1 priority this offseason should be to re-sign Richaun Holmes. Richaun Holmes was the biggest steal of free agency in 2019, and we are paying him way less than what he deserves. Granted, the Kings were the first NBA team to give him a starting role in the league, but he has really taken advantage of it. He doesn't get credited enough for his defensive IQ and what he can do on defense besides getting rebounds or blocking shots. He's almost like Sacramento's version of Draymond Green on the defensive end. Along with his scoring, by far the best inside finisher on the Kings, without a question. His work ethic, his defense, and just all around as a center. Richaun Holmes might just be the most important player on the Kings. But before the Kings do anything else this season, they might as well even overpay Richaun if they have to. The number one thing that must happen this offseason, whether we make the playoffs or not, is to bring back Richaun Holmes. I have every reason to feel good about my life right now, as with the way the Kings have been playing so far. And it's been a pretty fun season, and I knew all along that those professional sources who thought that Cade Cunningham could go to the Kings were very wrong. No, the Kings aren't going to be drafting anywhere near number 1 this year's draft. And stay tuned for more content, as I do plan on making videos just about the NBA in general, and I'm going to try to not only talk about the Sacramento Kings. So hit the subscribe button, join the Crowns and Buckets family, and stay tuned for more content. Thank you as always. You guys truly are the best.